Hello, everyone. In this video, I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Junaid Saleem to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Junaid Saleem's words. Today, we will talk about the federal budget, in which the elite class has been given significant relief. What difficulties are looming for the general public in the coming days? Then we will discuss how the government, which promises prosperity in the coming fiscal year, has treated the nation during the current fiscal year. And viewers, as feared, the judiciary has once again made a mockery of justice. Why wasn't the case regarding the suspension of the sentence in the Al-Qadir Trust case heard today? There are also reports that Imran Khan is being subjected to harsh conditions in jail. We'll talk about that too. Viewers, why does Ali Amin Gandapur seem so tense and aggressive lately? But first, let's talk about the federal budget. Viewers, this was the second annual budget of the Form 47 government. Even though the tradition of presenting annual budgets has been trampled by this very government, since mini-budgets keep coming all year long, and even now, the government will not stop at this one budget. Nonetheless, the budget that has been presented has absolutely nothing to do with the welfare or well-being of the common man. This, viewers, is merely a plan to collect money, as structured by the IMF so they can recover the loans they gave. Viewers, this budget, presented yesterday by Finance Minister Mohammed Aurangzeb, had already been uploaded on the IMF's website last month. There isn't even a comma or full stop difference between the IMF version and the one presented yesterday. This government's only success is that it managed to get the IMF to agree to its extravagances, but it couldn't eliminate any scheme that brings suffering to the public. In this budget, viewers, an 18% sales tax has been imposed on solar panels, the sole purpose being to discourage their use, so that people are forced to use WAPDA's expensive electricity. Viewers, believe me, this government is currently terrified of only two things, obviously Imran Khan and the sun. And both, I believe, have the same crime: they spread light wherever the government has its way. A friend recently told me, he's a farmer, that due to the high electricity bills he installed solar panels. He was then sent a bill of lakhs of rupees. He insists he owes nothing, but WAPDA staff came, dismantled his solar system and took it away. They told him to pay their bill first. He swears he owes nothing. He was even willing to swear on the Quran. This is how far the government has gone in its barbarity, opposing solar energy and the sun itself. In the coming days, you'll see more such taxes and regulations on solar panels and solar systems to ensure that no one can escape their grip, particularly the grip of IPPs or independent power producers. In this budget, 18% tax has also been imposed on online shopping, which will obviously ruin the online business sector. The government has also imposed taxes on YouTubers and online earners. What does the government do for YouTubers in return for these taxes? I don't know. They shut down the internet every other day, ban apps like X, and on top of that, impose taxes too. Viewers, 1,000 billion rupees has been allocated for the annual development program. How generous is this government? Out of this, 120 billion rupees has been allocated for Balochistan, 65 billion for Sindh, 15 billion for Punjab, and only 550 million for Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. It's hard to believe. The budget proudly claims that IMF has permitted a 10% increase in salaries and a 7% increase in pensions for government employees, but it does not mention who approved the 600% increase in salaries for ministers and assembly members. Now let's give credit where it's due. The budget has allocated 90 million rupees for vehicles for the Prime Minister's house, 40 million for its garden, and 15 million for the dispensary. Even 220 million has been set aside for gifts the Prime Minister may want to give. And yes, those gifts will also come from the public treasury. A senior journalist once told me, quite responsibly, that when Shahbaz Sharif was the chief minister, food would be sent every day from 7 Club Road, his office to Yati Umrah, his residence in a Suzuki caravan to feed the lower staff and gardeners of his estate. Just imagine the generosity of the Sharif family. Even the food for their private estate staff came from the government office. Viewers' sources say that in the coming fiscal year, there's a proposal to abolish the Ministry of Human Rights because under the Form 47 government, human rights have ceased to exist. A smart move. If there are no human rights, there's no need for a Ministry of Human Rights. It's like having a railway minister in Afghanistan where there are no railways. But later, it was realized that this might attract international criticism, so a compromise was reached. The budget for the Ministry of Human Rights was slashed by 73%. Viewers, if you examine the budget, you'll see it's full of luxury provisions for the rulers, and for the public, only empty promises, hopes and illusions. There's a joke going viral on social media. In New York, a Pakistani taxi driver picked up a completely naked woman. The driver kept staring at her. The woman, uncomfortable, asked, "Haven't you ever seen a naked woman before?" The driver replied, "I'm actually just wondering. When we reach your destination, from which pocket will you take out the fare?" Viewers, in the same way, everyone is now staring at the finance minister, wondering from which pocket he'll take out the promised relief for the common man. The upcoming fiscal budget is based solely on claims and promises. The government will continue extorting money from the people under the guise of taxes. The actual performance of the government will be evident in the current fiscal year ending June 30th. According to the government's own statistics, not mine, GDP growth for the first 3 quarters was 1.6%. Now they claim that after the 4th quarter, the total annual growth will jump to 2.7%, which would require a 53% increase. Viewers, the summary of this budget in one sentence is that the people will earn and the rulers will spend. Simple as that. The government has turned everything upside down just to secure a $7.5 billion agreement with the IMF. But on the other hand, in the past 3 years, viewers, this is a harsh reality. 3 million people have left the country, the largest migration since 1947. Those who left took $48 billion abroad. Around 45% of the country's population, about 110 million people, has fallen below the poverty line. Despite this, our Madam Chief Minister says that under Nawaz Sharif's leadership, an excellent budget has been prepared that will bring joy and prosperity to the people. By the way, I would like to request Madam Chief Minister not to burden Nawaz Sharif with so much. He is fighting wars, designing war strategies, preparing the budget, giving daily guidance, working on public welfare projects, and simultaneously conducting round-table conferences from London, having people stand up to recite long praises in his honour, people who are brought with folded hands. And then he nods approvingly. Please don't put so many responsibilities on Nawaz Sharif. Now, viewers, our glorious judiciary and honest judges have once again lived up to our expectations. What we feared has happened. In the Al-Qadir Trust case involving Imran Khan and Bushra Bibi, the hearing on their appeals for sentence suspension was supposed to be conducted by Acting Chief Justice Sarfraz Dogar and Justice Asif in Islamabad High Court today. But at the last moment, it was announced that Justice Asif had gone on leave and the cause list had been cancelled. Even though during the June 5th hearing the Acting Chief Justice had set June 11th as the next date in open court after consultation with his fellow judge and after checking their schedules. But suddenly, Justice Asif had to take leave due to unavoidable reasons. Thus, the case regarding suspension of Imran Khan and Bushra Bibi's sentence has once again been postponed. Now, viewers, I know you'll say, this is how our judiciary works. And Alima Bibi, she always gets angry immediately. Now tell me, if the judge suddenly got a headache, fever or an urgent call from home, any number of emergencies can happen. Maybe he forgot his charger at home, who knows? These things happen. So maybe it wasn't such an important case after all. Meanwhile, the hearing of the Toshakhana 2 case was also suddenly postponed, and the new date is now July 1st. Viewers, take note. This judicial pattern indicates that soon visits to Imran Khan in jail will be banned. There are also reports that conditions for Imran Khan in jail are becoming harsher. Why? because a new protest movement is being launched under Imran Khan's direction, and the rulers want to completely cut off his connection with the outside world. Before aid, I told you in my vlog that these jail meetings would soon be stopped. Unfortunately, the courts are being used in this entire matter, and the actions of judges are increasing the public's despair. And despair from justice never leads a nation to good outcomes. Viewers, during the Al-Qadr Trust hearing, Ali Amin Gandapur and Alima Khan were present along with a large number of PTI workers. After the hearing was postponed, Ali Amin and Alima Khan went to Sarfraz Doga's chamber demanding a new date. Alima Khan said they were being told that they would be informed next week about when the hearing would be. But the judge said he would not be able to hear the case soon due to his busy schedule. When Alima requested an earlier date, Justice Doga replied that he was too busy to hear Imran Khan's case. Alima Khan responded saying they don't intend to release Imran Khan at all. They're not even willing to hear his case. As I said before, Alima Khan gets upset too quickly. But why not believe the judge? If the acting Chief Justice says he's busy, then let it be. The Islamabad High Court handles many serious cases. Maybe some shop rent dispute, or someone stole flower pots. Maybe he got a call from home or had other emergencies. Who can say they never take leave? Suddenly something important may have come up. Maybe he left his phone charger at home. Anything is possible. Emergencies happen. So maybe this case wasn't that important after all. On the other hand, the hearing of the Toshakhana 2 case has also been postponed suddenly to July 1st. Viewers, please pay attention. This judicial pattern suggests that meeting Imran Khan in jail may now be banned, and there are reports of increased restrictions on him in prison. The reason PTI is about to launch a serious movement on Imran Khan's instructions, and the government wants to cut off his contact with the outside world. You may recall before aid I said in a vlog, meetings with Imran Khan in jail will soon be stopped. Unfortunately, the courts are being used in this matter. The judge's actions are increasing public despair, and disillusionment with justice never brings good outcomes for a nation. At the Al-Qadr Trust hearing, Ali Amin Gandapur and Alima Khan were present in court with many PTI supporters. After the hearing was postponed, they went into Sarfraz Doga's chamber and demanded a new date for the hearing. Alima Khan said, "They were telling us they'll inform us next week about the hearing date." But she was told the hearing will be on June 26th. When she requested an earlier date, Justice Doga said he is very busy in the coming days and can't hear Imran Khan's case. Alima Khan said they don't intend to release Imran Khan. They don't want to hear the case at all. Now see, Alima Khan immediately gets upset. Why not believe him? He is the acting Chief Justice of Islamabad High Court. If he says he's busy, believe him. Maybe the court has to deal with shop rent disputes, encroachments, or stolen flower pots. All these are important matters of national interest too. So if they don't want to hear Imran Khan's case right now, what's the big deal? Not everything revolves around his case. Viewers, the courts are now making it very clear in very serious and unmistakable terms that do whatever you want, we are not going to hear this case. When the court starts implying this, that we will neither grant a hearing, nor give a date, nor release him, then, viewers, what they had to say in response has already been said. And it's been said in very harsh words. Now, Alima Khan has said, anyone who claims Imran Khan will be released is lying, using deceptive tactics. She went on to add, do not believe such people. She stated that Imran Khan has been placed in complete isolation and he's being pressured not to demand CCTV footage of the events of May 9th and to stop speaking on behalf of the public. Imran Khan had rightly said, a court that is itself imprisoned, how can it release me? And today, the courts have confirmed this sentiment. They have clearly shown they are completely compromised. At this point, Ali Amin Gandapur also made very harsh remarks. He repeatedly told the media, if you have the courage, broadcast this. He declared, we have become completely hopeless about the judiciary. He continued, we will now exercise our constitutional right to launch a protest movement. We will come out onto the streets. He added, After the 26th constitutional amendment, judicial independence has ended in Pakistan. Martial law is effectively in place. Ali Amin Gandapur also made an appeal to overseas Pakistanis saying, "Join every protest for Imran Khan's release." He didn't name any country specifically but referenced protests in America saying wherever Pakistanis are they should take to the streets because there, at least, no one will shoot them. He further stated, "This time we won't make our movement plans public. Whether I dig a trench or a tunnel, we will reach there with the people from all over Pakistan." Viewers, his tone and attitude were extremely aggressive and defiant. He said that although he had made similar remarks before, this time the intensity of his words was unmatched. He declared, "If they fire bullets at us this time, we will fire back." His language was very severe and confrontational. That wraps up our translation of Junaid Saleem's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.